Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Digital Binder Project, where I'm going to go through my Magic the Gathering misprint collection, and I'm going to narrate uh, everything that you're seeing here. So I'm going to give full descriptions. I'm going to try and keep each episode to about 5 minutes in length, so hopefully they're not too long, real quick watches. And I'm hoping that you guys see some really cool things and learn about misprints. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, so the first thing you'll see in my binder is this plastic divider thingy here. What this does is it prevents pages from slipping over the binder rings and denting the cards when the binder is closed. Um, I recently got this really new awesome binder that has these, I guess you'll call them like A rings, and they're prone to make that not happen. Um, but it's still a possibility, which brings us to our first card here, the Jester's Cap. If anything does slip over and get damaged, this is my throwaway card. It's really cool. It's not for play use, um, but the reason why it's front and center is if anything happens and goes seriously wrong, this is the card I'm okay with getting damaged. Next thing we have here is a pre-production proof for Global Ruin with an alternate frame. This thing is just incredible. It's on normal printer copy paper. It's printed on a laser jet. Um, but we know who they're from and it's legitimate. This is stuff they used internally to talk about card frames. It's beautiful. The next thing we have here is another pre-production proof. This one is for Cabal Therapy, but the really cool thing that we see here is a layout for the white underprinting layer. The white underprinting layer is basically determines what is foil and not foil on a card. So if you have one of these F&M promo Cabal Therapies, you'll actually notice that there's a watermark in foil only in the text box, and this is a really good way to illustrate that. This is also the digital file which they use to create that effect. Another pre-production proof, this one for Jushi Apprentice. I'm imagining that this is when they were testing out this mechanic, the pre-production proof that they showed for the flip cards, even though those flip cards were a huge mistake. This next page is an incredible find. This is a page from a god book, and it's a misprinted page from a god book. The only way that this type of printing error can happen is if you have access to the native source file. So I've got one from Onslaught. I've got another one from Onslaught where the magenta and yellow layers are offset. And then I've got a Champions of Kamigawa's where just the yellow layer is offset. I think the magenta layer is also a little off. Next page is another Onslaught Godbook page, but I picked this one up because I wanted the filler from it. This is a piece of my filler collection. I have the rest of the Godbook, it's just stored away elsewhere in a different binder. Same thing for this Champions. I wanted it for the fillers, which will bring you to my next page, the first page of my filler collection. This filler here is a 1 of 3 in the world. This one is the Glory pre-release filler. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 of them. This one up here is from the Vault Angels. It's a 1 of in the world. We have our standard M filler. There's a whole bunch of these out there, but they're really cool. We've got our gray M filler. This thing, I think there's about 6 of them out there. This one over here is not going to show up too well on camera. Maybe I can get it up close. Take it out of the sleeve, maybe. This is the super dark variant of the M filler. These are really rare. There's also about 6 of these known in the world. This is our unglued filler, unhinged. I always forget which one is which. It's the horseshoe one. I think the egg is the solid filler. This here is a Face the Hydra filler. It's also a 1 of known in the world. It looks like the standard fillers, but when we look at the back, there's only one of these known to exist. And then we have our gold border filler. there's only 2 of these in the world, and this is one of them. And that's our 5-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode where we'll go to the next page.